Thank you. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. Ready? Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. I would now like to introduce Mayor April Hogue as she sings our national anthem.
Thank you. Oh, so can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow of the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. Please remain standing for the invocation presented by School Board Member Maria Davis.
Please bow your heads if you're so inclined. Heavenly Father, we come to you today with grateful hearts. We thank you for each graduate, their talents, abilities, and perseverance to accomplish their goals in the most trying times. We are grateful to you for the teachers, mentors, coaches, counselors, and staff who have taught them, nurtured them, and challenged them along the way. May they walk safely along in their new journey on the pathway of their dreams. Guide their decisions to use their gifts wisely to bring honor and glory to you. Give them confidence, comfort, and strength, knowing with you all things are possible. In your name we pray, amen. Please welcome Mrs. Holly Crivelli, Principal for Dos Palos High School.
Good evening. I would like to welcome the community of Dos Palos tonight as we celebrate the 112th annual Dos Palos High School graduation commencement ceremony. I would also like to welcome Superintendent Dr. Justin Miller, Board of Trustee members Jeremy O'Banion, Maria Davis, Lisa Arrayes, Gordon Bonds, Katina Austin, Moy Mraz, and Bill Van Worth. Members of the faculty, support staff, parents, and guests, thank you for being here. And thank you for all you have done for these young men and women. Most importantly, I would like to welcome the graduating class of 2021. Today, we are here to recognize a very special group of young men and women who have shown us what true perseverance, patience, and determination looks like. They would not be sitting here today if it were not for our community support, your guidance and love as parents, and the commitment of our teachers and staff. This year, we lost a member of our Dos Palos Bronco instructional team. Mrs. Laura Zavala was a dedicated teacher, mentor, and friend for over 2 decades here at DPHS. Her dedication to her students and her contagious laughter is still missed every day. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor Mrs. Laura Zavala. Thank you. These students did not experience a senior year like they expected. And although discouraged and heartbroken, they kept going. They kept achieving, moving forward, and succeeding. The class of 2021 has shown tremendous character to be able to overcome the disappointment and confusion the last several months have brought. As a principal, I am so proud to have been able to have an opportunity to take part in their education alongside our amazing teachers and staff, and be able to say, I saw firsthand the way they handled this moment in history with grace and tenacity. This group of students has experienced social distance and confusion, but also has achieved so much in their 4 years of high school, from sports championships to international competition invitations to state competition wins, and to being more than proficient in Zoom, Google Classroom, and Canvas. It is without a doubt that we all know they will be successful and ready to take on the world. As I close, I would also like to thank the families of each student walking across this stage tonight. Thank you for trusting us with your sons and daughters as they made the transition from childhood to adulthood. We are also very excited to see what they are able to do in this next stage of their lives, because we know it will be great. I have one last thing to leave you with, class of 2021. Just remember, no matter where you go and throughout all the things you do, once a Bronco, always a Bronco. I would now like to introduce ASB President, Marissa Solis.
Hello, family, friends, and class of 2021. I am this year's ASB president. I'd like to thank you all for coming and sharing this very important milestone in our life. A milestone that we have waited 13 years to be able to throw our caps into the air with a diploma in our hand. First off, I just want to say congratulations to all my fellow graduates. I've honestly been waiting what feels like forever to graduate high school. It feels like COVID has slowed down time for me. It's crazy being here for me, standing here again on campus, because I remained distance learning this whole time, my junior and senior year. And I never would have thought I would miss school, even just a little. I honestly never really cared about being involved in school activities when I was younger. School was pretty boring to me most times, especially when I wasn't with my friends. But now that I am ASB president, I've been able to grow as a leader, and my perspective of school has completely changed. I'm still surprised I was the ASB president this year, because I never would have thought anyone would choose me for this role, but I am beyond grateful that I had been. This year, I never got to set foot into the ASB classroom and finally get to plan all these exciting ideas that I had in mind in the beginning of the school year. I think each one of us graduates never would have pictured that our senior year would be like this when we first entered as freshmen. As a freshman on the first day of school, watching the seniors walk into the gym and going to sit down on their side, I knew I couldn't wait to be a senior and finally get to do that my senior year with my friends. Even though we weren't able to do most stuff that we used to do, like going to football games, having a talent show, having rallies, and going on our senior trip, I just hope this virus ends soon and we can finally go back to reality, and all future classes after us will be able to do the things that we weren't able to do. All the seniors from here on out will be going our separate ways soon, and it's truly upsetting that us seniors didn't get the senior year we deserved. We missed so many fun opportunities that we will never get back because of COVID. I'd like to give a big thank you on behalf of the class of 2021 to all of our teachers from preschool to high school who have taught us and encouraged us all these years. I'd like to thank my parents and family members for being there for me, especially with the workload homework I had sometimes, and always pushing me to do my best. But mostly, I like to thank myself for never giving up on me and always pushing through no matter what life throws at me. All of us graduates should be thanking ourselves for all the hard work that we did to finally graduate and move forward in life. I wish the class of 2021 the very best luck in this new journey of ours. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our CSF President, Carolina Flores.
Good afternoon. I am Carolina Flores, this year's CSF president, and I would like to thank you all for being here today. Buenas tardes a todos. Yo soy Carolina Flores y les quiero dar gracias por acompañarnos hoy. I recall having an ideal senior year planned out in my head. I thought that I would be at a summer internship that would look great on my college applications, touring college campuses, and other traditional senior activities. Although the COVID-19 pandemic prevented us from having an ideal senior year, it gave us the opportunity to grow into stronger individuals. As Maya Angelou once said, we may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. My peers and I did just that as we continue to move forward during this difficult year. Can I have a round of applause for the class of 2021? Now I would like to thank the following people. Ms. Cornell, the CSF advisor, Isabel and Joel, the other CSF officers. I'm glad we were able to work as a team this past year. Thank you for being the best team. A la señora Zavala por motivarme a lectura y escritura en español. Y a nosotros siempre la recordaremos con especialmente a mi mamá y a mi papá, por trabajar tan duro y enseñarme a esforzarme en todo lo que hago. Gracias a mis abuelos por todo su apoyo, gracias a mis hermanas Jacqueline y Brianna y a mi hermanito Nathan por siempre hacerme reír. Y gracias a mis amigas por acompañarme y hacerme reír estos 4 años. Les deseo lo mejor a todas. Thank you and best wishes to the class of 2021. I would like to introduce our senior class president and co-salutatorian, Joel Jimenez.
Good evening, parents, teachers, family, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Joel Jimenez. It is an honor to be standing here as senior class president and salutatorian of the class of 2021. To start off this speech, I'd like to give thanks. I'd like to first thank God for watching over me these last 4 years. I'd like to give thanks to my class advisors, Ms. Matsuo and Ms. Branco, for helping me become a much better leader. My teacher and coach, Mrs. Hinojosa, for guiding me throughout high school and giving me the best advice. And CSF advisor, Ms. Cornell, for being the best club advisor, as well as Isabel and Carolina for being great club officers. Of course, I'd like to thank every single teacher I've had. It won't take too long, but just know that I appreciate each one of you. However, I'd like to give special thanks to Mr. Angel for setting high expectations, Mr. Gibb for getting me interested in science, and Mr. Sharnick for depthening my knowledge of art. You guys have helped me figure out what I would like to do for the next 4 years. I'd like to thank all of my family members who are here today and those who may be watching. Me gustaría agradecer a mi abuela María y a la señora Zavala por tener una gran influencia en mis habilidades de hablar español. Aunque lamentablemente han fallecido, ambas han dejado una impresión duradera en mí. Lastly, I'd like to thank my parents. Thank you, Mom, for allowing me and encouraging me to excel in school. Thank you, Dad, for always trying to understand me when I would talk about my classes and other school-related things. Without 2 supportive parents, I don't think I'd be standing up here today. Of course, I couldn't have forgotten my twin. Hi, Joseph. Thanks for always being by my side whenever I needed you. I'm sorry for all the times we bumped heads. Even though I may not show it, I appreciate everything you have done for me and for yourself. And now, a word of advice. Class of 2021. Now that we are moving on to the next chapter of our lives, It is important that we all have the ability to depend on ourselves. Self-dependency is the key to success, and me standing up here today proves that. Like Frank Sinatra says, that's life. Life is not always fair, and you yourself have to be prepared for anything that comes your way. I never depended on anyone to help me do good in my classes. I never had someone telling me to stay up till 12 a.m. to make sure my homework was done. To sum it up, I always trusted, believed, and depended on myself. With self-dependence, I was able to become salutatorian, get into my first choice college, and get many more achievements. So, fellow Broncos, I'd like for you guys to leave high school knowing that self-dependence is important and we can all be successful with self-dependency. You got this, class of 2021. Thank you and congratulations again. I would now like to introduce my co-salutatorian, Nikki Theodorakis.
I'd like to start off by saying thank you to everyone who came out today for the Dos Palace High School Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. All of these students in front of me have put in lots and lots of work to be able to walk across this very stage today. And I'm glad everyone here gets to see that these accomplishments be rewarded. We're graduating. I haven't been able to wrap my head around it yet. It felt like just yesterday I was walking across the high school hall for the first time, trying to figure out which door led to my first period class. I picked the wrong door, by the way. I've never really been able to comprehend the concept of time. It never made sense when people would say these next 4 years are going to fly by. I just thought there's no way we have plenty of time to enjoy being a kid. And now it's already coming to an end. I wish I had more time. I wish I could go back and do it again, live life with my biggest concern being what I was going to wear to school the next day. But now it's time to move on to bigger and better things, to make mistakes and to go from them. Time is just going to continue to fly by faster and faster, and we just have to enjoy every second of it. This is only the start. To say it would take hours to list every person that has helped me to get where I am today would be an understatement, but I guess I'll just have to knock it down to 2 minutes. I can never say thank you enough to every one of my teachers, starting all the way back in preschool to high school. Each and every one has motivated me to be the student I have grown to be, and I wouldn't be standing here speaking to all of you if it wasn't for them. To my family, I hope I have made you proud and have become the person you've always known I could be. Then my parents, thank you for turning me into the strong woman I am and showing me how to work toward my successes. I definitely don't say it enough, but I appreciate every second of this life you've given me and everything you do for me. Now for my sisters, I'm going to miss making memories each day with you three. Ashlyn, Taylor, don't be too hard on mom when I'm away. Do what you need to do because I won't be there to do it for you. I'd like to say thank you to my classmates for making me want to come to school each day and making each day more entertaining than the previous. To every one of my friends, thank you for creating an endless amount of memories with me that I will cherish forever. I will miss seeing you each day, each and every day, and spending more time with you than my own family. Even though we're all leaving, it doesn't mean you have to stop making memories with me. Last, thank you DPHS for being like a second. It's sad to say that this will be my last time setting foot on this campus as a Dos Palace High student. Some things just have to come to an end. Thank you for all you've done to the class of 2021, but our time here is now history. I would now like to introduce our valedictorian of the class of 2021, Emma Wilson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am very honored to be speaking on behalf of the graduating class of 2021. 4 years ago, I stood on the stage as one of our 8th grade valedictorians and hoped that our next 4 years together as Broncos would be memorable. Well, it's easy to say that these past 4 years, and especially this last one, have been just that. So many unforgettable things have happened during my time at DPHS, like watching the boys soccer team win their first Valley championship and having the awesome experience of qualifying for it and attending Division I Valley with some of my teammates for swim. But obviously the most unforgettable thing we have all experienced is what it is like to live during a pandemic, to live in quarantine for months, and to have to attend school while in isolation. When I sat down to write my speech, I hesitated to mention these things because they have been the topic of discussion for over a year now. But the reality is, just like how other classes have had to deal with major events, we did have to deal with this. And it was hard, it was difficult and challenging, and it affected our last year of high school. Even though all of these things are true, I am still grateful. Grateful for all of the things that I've learned through these challenges, and grateful for all of the people who have been by my side along the way. To my teachers, thank you for working so hard this past year to continue teaching us despite all the difficult circumstances. Thank you to all of our staff who have worked hard to give us a somewhat normal senior year. Thank you to my grandparents for loving and supporting me since the day I was born. Thank you to the Jones family. Mickey and Brent, you guys have been the best coaches and second set of parents I could have ever asked for. And Ryan, Aaron, and Blake, the best brothers. To my dad, thank you for making me laugh every single day. Everyone who knows you knows that making jokes is what you're best at. And I'm beyond thankful that I had you to cheer me up on days when I needed it. Thank you to my mom for being my best friend. Hanging out with you has always been and will always be one of my favorite things to do. Thank you to Beth for being my role model. Whether you knew her or not, you've always been the person that I looked up to the most, and even though we don't say it often, I love you. Friends, who I consider family, thank you. I simply cannot ask for a better group of friends. The memories we've made these past 4 years will last a lifetime, and the last thing that I want to do is part ways with you all. Lastly, I want to thank God for not only blessing me with all these people, but for never leaving my side, especially during the hard times. Deuteronomy 31:8 reads, "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged." To my classmates, I want to say congratulations, because graduating during a global pandemic has been far from easy, yet here we are. Finally, I would like to leave you with a quote from Alex Carrera from Grey's Anatomy. "The expected is what keeps us steady. It's the unexpected that changes our lives forever." So as we go our separate ways, we must keep in mind that change is not only inevitable, but necessary if we wish to grow, and that it is change that will strengthen us. Graduating is the first of many changes that we're going to experience. So once again, congratulations to the class of 2021, and remember, once a Bronco, always a Bronco. Thank you. And now, Ms. Corvelli.
Moment we've all been waiting for. It is both an honor and a pleasure to be able to say the following statement. In accordance with the laws of the state of California and with the approval of the governing board of Dos Palace Ora Loma Joint Unified School District, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduating class of 2021. All right. Okay. Our readers tonight are Mr. Sergio Padilla and Mr. Katrina.
Emma Marguerite Wilson. Nikki Angeline Tatarakis. Sebastian Rubikalba. James Barrett. Nadia Mraz. Sheila Romero. Joel Jimenez. Brandon Brandon Velasco. Carolina Flores. Courtney Michelle Pastore. Nathan Michael Lima. Edgar Zapata. Ashley Michelle Martinez. Haley Lynn Van Woof. Jose Morales. Makai Reese. Gabriela Barajas Rubacalva.
Yeah!
Isabel Cristina Bon Zamarano. Fabiola Preciado. Patrick Nicholas Raymond Ram. Kira Alexis Berta. Michelle Anaí Valdez Servín. Keone Christensen. Ashley Villegas Martinez. Jesus Manuel Gomez. Paula Campos Madeo. Joseph Jimenez. Nick Miraz. Giselle Zapata Valdez. Saraí Viegas. Alejandro Sanchez. Jermaine Orozco. Yuselet Valdez. Mia Aguilar. Ruben Hernandez. Madison Joanne Hall. Denise Rubio. Teresa Rodriguez. Dante Sedano. Alex Lara. Ashley Gonzalez. Marissa Solis. Brandon Padilla Ramirez. Jose Barajas. Miriam Guzman. Edith Cabrera. Cesar Paniagua. Jesus Molina. Marjorie Priscilla Sanchez. Juliana Gonzalez. Luis Ojeda Garcia. Diego Lopez. Juliana Alvarado. Sarah Rubacamba. Marcus Rocha Rodriguez. Javier Velasco. Carissa Solana Oseguera. Daniela Landeros Mesa. Ignacio Severa. Ramon Albert Rodriguez Navarro. Daniela Batillo. Ruby Lanes. Nicholas Paz. Rogelio Betancourt.
Seeing you in person.
Alana Jewel Wesson Clemente. Angelica Victoria Guerrero. Joshua J.T. Tellez. Fabian Ortiz. Argelia Tinajero. Natalie Cox. Efren Alejandro Hernandez. Joel Moya. Naomi Correa Rodriguez. Joanna Garcia. Jacob Montión. Augustine Rodriguez. Adriana Cuella Madrigal. Julia Gabriela Barajas. Manuel Landa Jr. Daniel Morales. Jennifer Eileen Rivas. Alexis Coronado. Ryan Ramirez. Isaac Valencia. Natalie Alexa Cornell. Mariana Meza Lemos. Juan Amarillo. Maria Celeste Gonzalez. Cristina Alvarez Ramirez. Sheila Cordova. Naranj Mohammed. Amir Kar. Perla Diana Oliveras. Jaden Buntoff. Anthony Solario. Angel Marie Gonzalez. Corinne Torres. Charisma Cavazos. Jocelyn Corona.
Would you please join me in moving your tassel? Please stand. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Thank you and congratulations. We did it.
got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. 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 Tonight, let's live it up. I got my money, let's live it up. Go out and smash it, like on my jump up that sofa. Let's get oh. I know we'll have fun. Get down, go out, just do that. Feel best down, one, let's go. Let's go way out, losing our control. Feel the fun. Off the top, look at her dancing. Just take it all. Let's take it down. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof. And we'll do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's 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 do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my God. Rock that sofa. Come on. Let's get oh. Fill up my Mazel tov. Look at her dance. Move it, just take it up. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Down of the shot. Body rock. Rockin' the stop. Down and round. Up and down. Around the top. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. truth. And I'll be standing right here talking to you. Got another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. See you in a better place. We gotta talk about living with them is all that we got. Everything I will do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be looking for the last ride. Been a long way without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. See you again. We've come a long way. Came a long way. From where we began. No, we started. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. I'll tell you when I see you again. Go out your way in the night. This village strong and it's strong. Turn to a friendship turn to a bond. And that bond will never be broken. That bond will never get lost. And what brothers will come first. And the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own. When that line had to be drawn. And that line is where we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. I really gotta talk about family. What family's all that we got. Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be looking for the last one. Let the light guide.